We're back, and I don't remember if we died at the end of last stream or where we left off. I feel like we died. And either way, we're going to have to look at it, so might as well take a peek, see how bad it is. So let's see what's going on. Let's see where we left off. I'm excited. I'm curious. Apparently, oh, that's right. The Truffed thing. Okay. What was that? Hardcore 16? So hardcore 17. Create a new hardcore world. And just keep on adding them to the pile. It's fine. This is fine. It'll work out eventually. I'm going to be very focused on this one. We're actually going to get somewhere. I'm going to be very intentional about every move, every thought, every action. It's all going to be very intentional, very pointed, very productive. I'm genuinely thinking this is going to go well. So if it doesn't, I'll be very upset. But in the meantime, very pointed. Remember, once the game loads, two options. One, pause immediately. The other, start jumping immediately. Sheep, good. Wolves, oh, okay. They're going to eat them, but we'll go get the wool. Yep. Just let nature run its course, I guess. Might be the best thing we could have found. Because usually, a button trap with lava underneath, and if we're cold, we are cold. If we're going to be this cold... Oh, hold on, it's loading. Loading. Flushing out the world. Okay. If we're going to be this cold... might as well get lava. What? That's it? You didn't have a... There was not another sheep? I thought there was another sheep. There it is. Sure, it's not enough for, like, pants or anything, but it is enough. We can do something with this. Okay, and then we just need to... Yes, if we step there... Lava. I have to rip those out. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Really throws off the danger of the cold biome, doesn't it? Nice. Okay. Well, that's where we'll just where we'll live. We'll just live there. We're gonna get string and everything the regular way, and then we'll work our way up from there. Which is an option. It's not necessarily, I don't think it's the right or wrong option. It's an option. But given that we don't have... I thought there was an extra sheep. Given that we don't have an extra sheep, we're kind of in a weird situation where it's like, if we want to use the string, I guess we could use it on an axe. We could make an axe. We could make a pickaxe. Let's do that. Let's just use the string we have. Let's just use it. We can't make an axe, though. That's the problem, because we don't have flint. So by the time we get flint, we could just make regular string. Okay, so we just have to find flint. It's usually by water. Why we're walking around up here is just trying to get myself killed or something. I hate to do this, but we're going to take this seriously. This is serious survival stuff. So we're going to have to come back here and camp out and heal, not heal, but, you know, regenerate some warmth. I don't really see another way this goes well. It's so cold. Oh my gosh, that's a Grue. This might be it. We might be dead. He's on fire. Let's go hang out by the lava. Maybe he'll dunk himself. No, no. Oh, I really was feeling that one. I feel like that was a bit unfair, but the system here is whether or not they're unfair. Just go again. We're not here for fairness. Well, frankly, it seems like we're here for brevity. We're just here to get one that's good. That wasn't bad. It was a good start, except for the heat. It would have been, well, it might have been wise to dig down near the trapdoor thing we found, you know? And then use that lava as a heat source rather than in the deep, dark cave. Just something that I sometimes don't think about is how much stuff will spawn. I don't know. Okay. Let's start if there ever was one. Just stranded in the desert, which is, again, totally fine. No complaints. The last one, no complaints. This one, certainly no complaints. We've got water, which we can cool down in. We've got grassy biome, lots of jousts, which historically, have killed us from time to time, but not every time. Breaks. It's getting very hot. That's okay. Just always imagine this water, the desert water, just smells awful. Just stagnant, gross water. Can't run too much. Crakes will get angry. Get froggy. These guys shouldn't be a problem. They're alone. Only a problem if they've got a leader. I don't see one. I really want that tumbleweed. I don't know why, but it feels like a good thing to punch. Sometimes there's just stuff in it, See? Okay, these jousts, not bad. Those jousts, bad. Is it? Be cool. Less hot over here. Is it cooler over here? Are we in a better position if we're over here? Doesn't seem so. We gotta figure out... Deathworm? Deathworm. We gotta figure out flint. There's dragon bones. Very cool. Pigs. Also very neat. I mean, it's all fine, but, until we figure out exactly where we're going to go for flint, we're going to go for string. Maybe we start here. Is this something? Is this something? Okay. I don't want to descend into a mine shaft, in the first 10 seconds, but if there was string to be had, an easy string method. Not getting that easy string method. We could keep picking up pebbles, but frankly, we have enough. There's a giant deathworm over there. So let's go towards whatever the hell this thing is and see what happens. Let's just peek on in. Just take a little look-see. Need to strip that dragon of all his bones. That's a zombie thing over there. This is weird. Oh. Okay. Nope. Not ready for that either. Oh, just a bit of lag. Okay. Okay. We're good. Nobody's dead. Probably should stop punching plants. What did you kill? You killed a deathworm? Well, don't mind me. You're a little guy. I can't believe you killed that. Good job. Yeah, good job. I don't want to hang, if that's what you're... There's a waypoint on top of that, and he's fighting something. Maybe we're being a fool. Maybe this is all just very foolish. I'm just not seeing any flint in the water. And without flint, we can't really use these sticks. I guess we could make a knife, like a dagger. There's something over here. Where'd it go? It might be dead. There's something taking damage. It looked like a higher grade joust. Oh, it was fighting a deathworm. Yep. Violet Joust Alpha, so he will tick off other jousts. again, until we find some way to make a tool. Really in a weird situation here. Okay. Oh, there. Flint. Okay. Good. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Okay. So, we get the flint. We live in that house right there. Let's think. The wood is behind us, right? There's that whole forest. Oh, there's a thing. Can we... I'm so curious. Is this going to work? Just for future reference, I want to know. This might not be a good use of stuff, supplies, but it's okay. You'd be cool. Does this work? This is not breaking like this works at all. Okay, I'm just going to say no. I just want to know if we could make a dagger and pick up spider webs if we saw them along the way, but that does not seem to be working whatsoever. So I'm just going to leave that. Let it lie. Be cool. Really can't be bothered to deal with you today, mister. Okay, let's keep using our brain. So we're here, right? And there's a house over there that might have a bed. But behind us, yes, behind us is the woods. It certainly has a bed. So it's just a matter of, do we want to go to where we know is going to have a bed? Or do we want to go to where we might have a bed? The woods has string, and string will equal a bed. There's a creeper. Need those. Thank you. We don't have string. But if this has a crafting table, we should be fine. Potato! Exactly. That's what I've been saying. If we could find a potato. Jeez. No. No, I'm a good person. I don't deserve this. Oh, God bless America. Well. Just keep on trying. Throw this one in the bin. 16, 17, and 18. Wow, all three of them. For our 19th attempt, we're going to do stuff similar to what we did. I just didn't see the joust, which is probably pretty stupid. I commented so many times on the joust being around, so to just miss them when they were like right there, dumb. Just dumb. Just stupid. Anyway, welcome. We're going to not suck. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be excellent. That's the plan. It's the only plan I know how to do, so we're just going to have to do it. Just be excellent. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm holding the space bar. As soon as this disappears, we start holding. We're jumping. We're swimming. We're a villager. Nice. We're a villager who just gained access to his brain and now wants to head out on a quest and is taking all of the diamonds and all of the bandages and a sleeping bag and wants to know what you have going on. Versatility. Nice. That's a nice little trade you got there for day one. What do you have going on? You're a magic guy. Okay, well, whichever tent is mine. There's a castle or something over there? Whichever tent is mine. That has spawners in it. I'm going to assume this tent is mine. I don't need all of them. I just need a nice handful. Look. There are villagers here, which means there's a good chance the dragon's going to show up and burn this whole place to the ground. And whether or not that happens, I need the resources. So we're going to take what we want to take, and we're going to try to get through. That's what I said. We're going to be very serious here. Okay, you guys have a crafting table here? Is there like a way to... Nothing. Some crakes. Those are very fast crakes. Cheap. Great. That's interesting. That's actually quite interesting. We'll deal with that later. Are you the guy who had the tools? Why are you going? Don't go over there. Don't get lost. We need you. Okay, but the one thing over there that's interesting is a giant's lair, cyclops lair. So definitely interesting. I guess we should be picking up pebbles, right? So we don't have anything else to do. We have string, but without other supplies, it's not useful. You either need a crafting table or flint. Oh! Wow. What the? Spiny thing down there. We cannot be bothered to die. Climb, 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 climb. We're going to survive. I'm determined. I am relentlessly enthusiastic about surviving this time. Give me one flint. We've got a lot to do today. Not interested. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Okay. Sorry, but that's huge. Yeah. Get me out of here. Again, we've got a lot to do today. I can't be piddling around in a hole. I think that usually has a number of crafting tables. Grab all these pebbles as we go. We only need one, but I think it has a number of them. Make sure there's not something weird like a crake or that crab or something that's going to shoot us or kill us or do something obnoxious once we get close. It seems like we're pretty good. We just have both of our feet broken, but otherwise, great. Lots of sheep. Oh, sirens. Sirens, sirens, sirens. They're not a big deal. We can get inside, but the door on this thing is on the other side. I know this might seem dumb, and I don't really care, but I think it's going to be better to not go in there right now. It is the best thing to go in there, but if we get too close and the sirens kick on, it's going to kill us. Just start and stop of it. It's going to kill us. And we don't have an axe or anything to make head plugs, headphones, earplugs, whatever. Earplugs. So we need a flint. If we can get a flint, we can chop a tree. If we can chop a tree, we can get wood. And if we can get wood, we can make earplugs. If we can make earplugs, we can go into this building without getting sirened to death. There we go. There's a flint. We don't even need to chop a full tree. We just go down here and do this. We didn't get sticks? I didn't get sticks in it, but what the hell? I don't want to wear them. I just want to not have them in my hands. Great. And a stick. Plus. In the interest of not dying, I think it's going to be in our best interest to... we'll just chop a tree. We'll just do it. We'll just chop a tree and move on. I'm not going to try to make this more than it needs to be. We're just chopping a tree. I don't remember what Umbrum level is. I guess we could look at it. It doesn't say. We'll have to look it up. Regardless, I don't remember. So we'll have to look into that. If it's actually usable at all. And that set of planks. Oh, wrong one. This twice, and then this, and then that, and then there. Now we can go inside and not worry about something awful. See, the sirens. Well, where'd they go? There they are. No, they're in the water then. Anyway, the door to this place is over here, and they're over there. And there's just a chance that they go blah 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 and pull us in. Cyclops kills. That's funny because there's a Cyclops right over there. You guys got a crafting table here? Shepherd. Bro. Brother. Thorns and smite. This is divine. Thank you. Don't you have a music box? Isn't there... Wait, am I looking at a craft? No, I'm looking. There's certainly a crafting table down there. We'll go down there in a minute. Let's think before we proceed. We need to... What do we need to do? Look at all that chain. Librarian, what you got? Water aspect? Neat. That's locked. You can't get in there. Oh, hell yeah. Full set of leather. Okay, let's be organized here. Our leather. The wool. Put it back into white wool. So many things. So many good things. We don't have gold. Why are you in the love mode? What in the world is happening? Very strange. Careful. Steady. Steady. Ooh. Steady. Steady. Ooh. Good. And good. Chains. I'm just bad at navigating chains. Chains are famous for making me hurt. So trying not to hurt. Okay, let's put... let's think here. Healing salves we can't use. The apple. Put in there. This is just going to be where we put stuff. Actually, let's just put all of it. Except for you. In case we need to go to bed. But we're going to go upstairs and rip some stuff out. Okay, let's use our brain. Right? We're going to... Pause. We're going to go upstairs. We're going to rip stuff out. We're going to... Let's not pause. Let's talk while we go. We're going to find a crafting table, because I'm sure there is one. Either way, we don't need this flint that's in my pocket. Hell yeah. Look at those books. We can get a compass or some redstone. We could whip that up. Whip up an atlas. Wow. So much weird stuff. Scarlet and umbrium. Only 6 umbrium, though. It's not the most umbrium. Okay. There's a lot of you guys. A lot of you trading people. Look at all this stuff, dude. Love to see it. Thank you. Problem is, it's going to be a lot. Yeah. The problem right there. And there's usually a diamond something in one of these. Potatoes! More potatoes! Potatoes. And I want this more than I want that. Hella books downstairs. No diamonds in this one. That's a shame. You can't do 2 cobwebs. Huh. Well, what do you know? Alright, well, we're actually going to use this. Where are my... Oh, I put my sticks downstairs. Rats. Give me this. I'd rather have a spawn point than a sleeping bag. I don't really want to live upstairs here. I'd rather live downstairs here. Wrong door. Might be the siren you hear. Hard to say. I have to lockpick that one. Where are the sticks? There. We only have 9. Not great. Not great. Okay. Workable, but not great. Yeah. Okay. Can we put anything else? No? Okay. Just trying to make sure we're getting the biggest bang for our buck here. Think before we proceed. Well, we can proceed and think at the same time. Kobold. Okay, he's useless. I just don't want it to say, like, you've discovered, and then something horrible. An ice dragon. Wow. Some unfathomable evil. I don't want these books. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why I keep picking them up. Where's the upstairs? Up. Stairs. Usually has, yes, books and... Not this one. The other one has a bunch of hay. Usually there's some enchanted books in here. Infinity. Nice. Silk touch. Useful. That's all you got. There's the crafting table. And there's usually garbage in the attic. But I think most of the time the garbage is like stackable stuff. Yeah, lots of glass, bottles, torches. Great. Lots of supplies. 3 cobblestone. And some wool. And I need the bucket more than I need the... Something. Something here isn't needed anymore. Really don't need this. What do we not need here? This also seems useful. Relatively useful. Here's what we'll do. I'll do that the other way. It'll work better. It'll actually work if we do it the other way. There we go. I guess we need the barrels too. Hi. What do you do? Fish? Well, you're in luck. I got hella string right now. Thanks. Take that back, actually. Okay, I guess just make a mental note that there's a ton of stuff up here. What are you doing? You just cooking? Weirdo. Unbreaking. Okay, but that's useful if we disenchant. I'm just 19 steps ahead of where the game is right now. Can we take any of this? Not really. 1 bread. Great. I guess we should eat, too. We probably shouldn't just go all day and night without eating. As previously mentioned, we're going to set up camp downstairs in the armory. Just because the armory has an external door and I don't want to be stuck with these clowns. So, seems good to me. Okay, what do we need to do today? We need to get more stuff. Like, haul it all down. I think our first order of... Well, maybe not first order. We need... Let's think. We need, a gold... bar, a gold something, some gold to make a backpack, I think. Am I correct? And a backpack would be helpful. Yes. Okay. So since we need that, the lock pad... Actually, there might be some gold in the basement. We should probably check that first. Let's... I'm not going to get out of ourselves. We're going to do this the way I think is best. So... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We have a head... Earplugs, yes. We're going to go outside and chop some trees. And you say, why do you chop trees? Great question. We're going to chop trees to get wood. We're going to get wood so so we can make sticks. Or we're going to chop trees to get sticks and wood. And we'll take that. We'll go in... Look at all that string on that balloon over there. We're going to make a lockpick and get into that second chest. The second chest will be our secondary storage. That way we can continue to store stuff. I don't see the sirens, which is honestly a little worrying. We need some stone. Okay. Not a lot. We just need enough for a shield. I'm not interested in dying out here. Okay, I know this is taking a while to like get started, but my brain is in 4 different places, so you have to excuse me. Okay, here's the thing. 1, we need a shield. 2, if we break something, a branch or whatever, and it spawns an int or some other horrible, you know, flying fighting mob, we need to be ready to fight a flying mob. So, some throwing knives would be good, but all of this is in the... There's a siren singing over there. All of this is in the thought process of we're trying to get... Where's the door? I thought the door was over here. We're trying to get stuff together to pick the second lock. Am I dumb? Am I getting dumber? Have I gotten big stupid? Where is the door? Where's the tower? This is the tower? That's not the tower. Where's the tower? There's the tower. The door's over there. I don't know why I'm looking over. There it is, right there. Jeez. Hi, guys. I think a better axe is priority. We need a furnace. We don't have that. We need a furnace. Okay, let's get a furnace. Right, now we have an axe, so if an int does spawn, we can just bop them. We need a furnace, and we need a shield, which is going to be a total, from where we are, of like 10 blocks, 10 stone. It's not a big lift, but it is enough that we should probably, like, you know, be intentional. We got our first furnace fuel here. Well, no, we don't. It's not going to pick up. Okay, so we say, why do we need a furnace? We need a furnace for 2 reasons. 1, water. 2, food. I think we got coal. Yes, great. Start there, and then I'm going to go fill up, I don't know, 6 of these or something. I don't think there's water in the house, but there's certainly water over here. After this, we'll worry about getting weapons and the siren stuff. That's 6. Great, 6 is fine. Cook. Okay. What else can we do? We're gonna need some levels soon. Levels would be good. I'm just gonna take that and swap this out. Otherwise, we're gonna... Nah, we're good. We'll just eat while we wait. I forget what level copper is, but I think that's copper, right? Is that what that is? Copper? Bronze. My bad. We have bronze, obviously. So, once I can remember what level that is. I think it's level 4. Yeah, level 4. Is there bronze armor? No, just weapon. Good to know. Not helpful, but good to know. It'll be helpful as a weapon, probably. Get out of here. Great. Love the boiled water. I know, it feels like we're wasting a whole day here, but it's kind of something of a necessary evil. The survival part of this whole business. What? Oh, picked up a sapling somewhere along the way. Whoopsies. So I think once we get the stick stuff sorted, we should go on a killing spree. I'm just trying to think through, like, next steps, you know? I think we need to go on a killing spree. Let's go! I know I just said I had the whole speech about sticks. Do we have a flint shard in here? Do we put it in here? Okay, great. Leather? No. Is there anything in here that wants to be stackable? Nobody's going to be cool. Well, there were a couple, I guess. It's fine. A couple's good. Here's my thinking. Flint knife. If we have 2 doubles of anything, those are thick. We don't need thick. What are you? Regular? You're regular? Okay. Anything that we have more than 1 of, and anything that is, you know, damaged or the garbage version, we can just knife on down. And the helmet we have. So you can go. What else? There was something else in here that was... I guess we can also start smelting all of the iron stuff, right? Iron sword. If it's just a plain iron sword, that one's graceful, so it's better. If it's just a plain weapon of any kind, I think it's going to be in our best interest to just kind of move it through. Get it into the furnace, and get it out into the world as nuggets. Nuggets we can make into chain, or we can just wait until we get level 8, and then we can worry about armor. But either way, it's not going to make any sense to just sit on a bunch of iron tools. Seems quite painful to sit on a bunch of tools. So, we're going to work on that. I guess to that end, we have a lot of bows and arrows, I'm realizing. Or, yeah. Just keep melting them down. We also get XP for that. Worthless. Love to see it. Lots of iron axes, too. Are these nuggets? No, these are bars. Great. Even better. Okay, but we don't want to spend all day in here. We're making a shield, which we don't have enough wood to do, so we're going to chop the wood, make a shield, and then we go out. Thank you. Go out and get sticks. But again, we want a shield before we go collect sticks, because awful stuff will spawn if we're not careful. So the whole goal right now is to make sure we're not going to spawn something horrible and then die because we didn't take the time to make a shield to block an attack that's very blockable. Great. Okay. We have earplugs. Should be good to go. Some work. I suppose. You guys are making me uncomfy. I suppose we could make throwing stuff and kill the joust. Probably not a bad idea, to be honest. It's probably a good idea. We just need a handful of sticks. We also need a level. Should probably get the level first. If we get the level, we'll make future work a bit easier. So, kill pigs if you see pigs. I don't want this. Yeet! Mini sticks. Mini sticks. We're using our axe more for combat than for chopping. It's fine. Come here. Level 5 means we go to combat. I think we're going to make a spear to start off. We need some basic stuff. Farming level. And agility level. Agility will let us use a bow. Obviously, a bow would be helpful in this situation. We have a million arrows, so a bow would be good. I don't remember what else we need, but we'll get there. How are we doing on sticks? We need a pile more. We need more. Oh, we expected you. That's why we built this axe. Look at that. Yep. See that damage we did? It was good damage. Give us some seeds. Very useful, very useful. We have a bucket, so we could get a farm planted over there in the heat. We also have a pickaxe, not trying to get ahead of ourselves, but we have a pickaxe. So where we spawned in, there was like an old broken base. And if we take the pickaxe, it had some spawners in it. If we take the pickaxe over there, we could rip out the spawners and get some XP. So it's probably a good play. But the first play is sticks. I think that's a good number of sticks. Hopefully, I mean, gold lockpicks aren't hard, so hopefully it's not terrible, but I think we're good on sticks. Get out of here. We have all this iron stuff, and it's like, oh, your first piece of iron. Yeah, thanks. Wooden sword. I guess we could burn it. Let's keep thinking before we just run around like an absolute nut. Right, the first thing we should do is probably go to bed. Next thing we do upon waking is build our lockpicks. No. Not the first three. Sad. The last one, isn't it? Yep. Last one. Last one. That's all we know. We've learned a lot here today. Okay. So we're going to need more sticks. Fine. What I want to do before that, I think we need to focus defense. We have a ton of good opportunities in here. If we can just get defense a bit higher, we can utilize them. Chainmail, trading for XP, that sort of stuff. And then iron, obviously, we can smelt stuff down for iron, including this thing. What's in here that we don't need? Let's just try to keep that mindset. Gathering, you're good. You're good. I feel like it's probably just worth it to throw the wooden weapons on the ground. Aside from the bows, but everything else. And then a quiver is what? Leather and a chest. Okay, we can do that. Let's make a quiver. Just so we can... It's keen. Ugh, not you. This one's regular, and this one's keen. Take the regular. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. What is he? Broad? That's fine. I don't care. Let's think. We need to focus on sticks. We need to focus on levels. 9 iron bars. That's a lot of bars. I know we had a gold sword. It sucks, but those are good for enchanting. So I think we go get seeds. I think that should be the play. We need sticks, obviously. I keep saying this. We need sticks, for sure. No, leather. Quiver. Alright, let's do the quiver. Which means we need wood, which means we gotta go chop wood. So we're gonna get a quiver. And we're getting quiver for 2 reasons. One, because it's a bauble, and that has a chance to give us something useful, like some passive effect, whatever it could be. And the other, more importantly, because it holds arrows, and then we can walk around with arrows. So overall, this will be quite helpful. I guess we should use the bad axe for this stuff. Okay. Let's also smash that thing I mentioned before. That spawner city over there. It's not a big deal. It shouldn't take long. It should be a pretty easy lift. Could be. Typically how we die, right? But if we get that done, we can level. I'm sorry? Who was trumpeting at a time like this? If we get that done, we can go ahead and... what are we upgrading? What did I say we were upgrading? There's something we need... Oh, the defense. Right, so if we get that, we can worry about defense. But usually, if it's daytime... Ooh. These won't spawn. Always a bit of a catch-22 here. There's the dragon. I told you there was going to be a dragon near the village. Yep, just don't. The village is cursed. That spawner thing is cursed. Be happy we got level 6 and GTFO. That's where we're at right now. Can't be bothered. Cannot die. Will not die. Huh. Hi. It's nice to have you. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, but it's good that you're there. It's very useful. If we had a second one, we could start breeding, but we don't, so I don't know what we're supposed to do with that. Sorry, focusing. Defense. Level 4 means we can take all of the stuff that's in here. Oh, that's why the villager was in love, because he was under the siren's call. I see. I see. He's a little slime ball. Right. Okay, let's get the quiver done. Which we needed a box. We should be able to just build one. Leather. Oh, that's in the box. Leather. Quiver. I'm really hoping for something here. Nothing. Fine. I don't remember. Do you put this on the back slot or something? I thought it was a bauble. Quiver not found. What? Oh. What? I'm getting increasingly confused. Have you tried looking for the quiver? Because it's right there. What? Why am I being... how am I being so stupid? What is going on? I don't know why I thought it was a bauble. Isn't it a bauble? Oh. No, that's a shield slot. Does it go in the shield slot? No, it's not found. I've used them before. I'm so confused. You push I to put stuff in it. I don't know why this isn't working. Hold on. I'm going to look it up. I feel like I'm going to get coffee and look it up. I feel like I'm doing something really stupid. Yeah, I'm going to get coffee. I'll be right back and we'll keep going, but I'll be back in a second. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Get that out of here. What? Oh, I clicked the wrong one. There we go. It's showing just the monitor. Okay. So we gotta figure out this quiver. This, I looked online and it said if it's your offhand is free, and everything is free. Now it's in our offhand. I'm so confused. Q? It just throws it. Okay. Maybe we check the control. I'm just gonna look again. Because what I found just said about offhand. I was like, I think we're doing that. This says, so put in the hotbar so you can rearrange arrows by right-clicking the quiver. Oh, it is in the hotbar. It literally right now. This is about the Bauble's body slot. So can we not wear this and we have to like put that in the body, but it has to be open? Nope. Oh. What the hell? So if I put that on and then I right click so I just right click? Okay, but then if I push I, it says quiver not found. So why is the quiver not found if we just filled it? I don't understand. So it's in the offhand. So now can we shoot arrows out of it? We don't have any arrows in the inventory. No. If we right click, it does the quiver. But if the bow is in the end, it does the quiver. I'm so confused. Okay, it's got arrows in it, so now it can be equipped? No. No. So it's just in the inventory right now, and it doesn't work. And if it's in the hotbar, it doesn't work. And then I doesn't find the quiver. Hold on, we're just going to look that up. RLCraft quiver not found. I don't know why this isn't working. It says it doesn't work if you have anything in your offhand, which we don't. People having issues with other stuff that we're not, like day and night being locked, like stuck on day or stuck on night. It says crouch right click while holding it. We'll toggle it on or off. It just says quiver not found, so that's whether or not we're using it to like pull arrows from, but again, that's not the problem we're having. I'm just not understanding how to open and how to use it. It just says that you have to have the quiver in your offhand. But it's like prioritizing over pulling the bow, which is what we need the quiver for, right? To be able to pull arrows from. What is that? A light arrow quiver? Takes 3 iron bars. Maybe we need to make that. Am I being dumb? I don't think I'm being dumb. Light arrow quiver seems fine, right? It's not going to be a total waste. Maybe that'll work. I've never made just a regular quiver, so maybe that one's bugged. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. 3. Oh, we need an arrow. We got arrows. Got absolute heaps. Crap. Double crap. Wooden sword. Get in there. We'll have to go mine coal or something here in the near future. But that's not the now problem. The now problem is the quiver. This one specifically. Okay, that is a bauble. This one's not a bauble. I'm so confused. So this one, I've never used one of these before. A regular quiver. But the... Oh, we can burn the bowls. A regular quiver. We have a flint knife. We do. Great. Let's get those out of here. The regular quiver is holding arrows. Fine, great, good. The other one is not holding anything. Now the option is there. Okay, so a regular one can hold them, but this one can also hold them? I'm confused as hell. What in the world? Okay. I mean, great, fine. I don't care. I just want to know what the rules are so we can use the quiver. Right, but now it seems it should be able to go in the body slot. Yes. So the issue, or the reason I remember quiver being a bit tricky, is because in run playthroughs prior... Is it nighttime? It is. In playthroughs prior, I have a backpack or something, you know, I have some body item, and that throws off the ability of wearing a quiver. I just want to talk for a second. We're going to just go kill stuff, actually. Throws off the ability to wear a quiver. So now that's not the case. Iron or leather strengthened. I'm just trying to look at the levels. I want to know what we need. It's attack level 8 for iron, which is, you know, yeah, that's what iron normally is attack level 8, so that's not a surprise. And then the other one takes some attack levels as well. So no surprises there. We're not going to be able to kill the dragon, but we are going to be able to go kill... these sirens, wherever they went. Hold up. What are we doing? We're being dumb. Trying really hard not to be a big stupid idiot, so that's really the goal of this playthrough. I keep saying that. Like, we're going to be smart, we're going to think, we're going to use our brain. We have a whole chainmail armor set in the house that we could go utilize, and instead we're out here flouncing about with leather pants. So let's cut up the leather that we don't need. There's no way, absolutely zero way, that the leather is going to be more valuable than the chain. Absolute zero. And the chain might suck. These are all good. Even if it did suck, the leather would be better. So, what did we say we needed? We need sticks, and we need to start a farm. So let's do the farm business first. That way we can grow or gathering sticks. We need a bucket of water. Again, we're just going to try to get this going pretty early, pretty quick. Should probably build a sword as well. We'll get to that. I guess we could have also made a shovel. Just want a water block or water source here so we don't have to run back and forth for the rest of the day. Yes, shovel might have been helpful, but we're past that. We have dirt. I don't even have dirt. How embarrassing. Okay, so here's the thinking. We start a farm with these 13 seeds, right? Once the farm is going, we can do whatever. We have dirt here. Let's make a shovel. Let's do it. Once the farm is going, we can do whatever, but as long as we're nearby, relatively nearby, it'll keep growing. What do we not need? Glowstone? Wheat? Sand, really? Sand is only good if we're making bottles or something, and we have bottles for days. Okay, we need dirt. We need at least 13 dirt. There's 13. We're just gonna smooth that out nicely. In the butt. Put some arrows in the butt. I don't see any reason to utilize any of the enchantments that were in our base. You know, I think Infinity was in there, but the bow is so garbage. It's so very basic that it's good for us and not good for Infinity. So we're not doing that. Beautiful. We did not make a hoe. What a stupid thing to do. Sometimes I feel like my brain is just completely turned off in this game. Okay, now we can make a hoe. I don't know why I just did the other thing. Just whack, what? Whack down a block. We're gonna, again, keep pushing defense levels up so we can make better and better armor. We have reasonably good access to iron. We have good access to arrows. There's no reason, I don't think there's any reason to not, there's no reason to think we couldn't get iron, you know, just between the axes we have and the gear we have already. Like, we should be able to be kitted out well enough to fight stuff. We can clearly fight the jousts. Scared the crap out of me for 1 second. I don't know if rabbits give XP or not, but we're gonna find out. Nope. Too easy. They're too easy. We have 256 arrows, and I'm cleaning up each individual arrow like I'm an absolute cheapo. But that's okay, because now we still have 256 arrows. Okay, weird, but okay. I accept. Remember, if we go back kind of to the left here, we're going to run into dragon territory, which is not the dream. So we're going to try not to do that. And some reason I feel like this isn't the one we found the Cyclops on. That was the world where we got... No, is it? Yeah, it is. I think it is. Doesn't really matter. We're not going that direction. This is a full, final decision. We're not going that direction. But I feel like that we did see a Cyclops like over there or something. Probably... we need to focus on defense level 8. After defense level 8, we can focus on getting coal and all of theirs, the Cyclops. So it is over here. It's not too close to the dragon either. Oh, there's a sea serpent. He's just out of the ocean. That's not good. They're very strong, so we don't want to get close, but if we can kill him, it's some good XP. He's like down in there now. What a pool of health. There's the dragon. Now we're in a pinch. Now we're in a pickle. Run away. Run away. We shouldn't have threaded so close. Shouldn't have tempted fate like this. This was stupid. Best case scenario, he does nothing. Worst case, he raises the village and follows us around and kills us and our friends and family. You know, etc., etc. Yeah. Well, I got the sea serpent, so... 2 of the copper, I think it's copper serpent scales. Okay, let's try to remain on focus task here. Defense has got to keep going. If defense doesn't keep going, we die. As long as defense keeps going, we keep living, which is great. Big fan. Okay, this is growing like we knew it would because we're in the desert, which means this is all summer. And if it's summer, it'll grow. It might be worth it to stop off and do green thumb on this. I don't know, but it might be. I don't think all of these will be reached, but we got extra seeds from that house we looted, so we probably should just get them in the ground somewhere. It's better than not having them in the ground. We need to go to bed soon, because time has passed, because of the passage of time. And then tomorrow we need to make a spear, right? So spears, I don't think we need throwing knives, but a spear would allow us to hunt cows and pigs and everything else in a way that's better than just shooting it. I don't want to waste all the arrows just shooting stuff. So tomorrow is the day we make a spear. Or perhaps today. I don't know. Still out on that one. That should be sufficient. We're not doing this because we need the wheat. though wheat would be helpful. It will be helpful. We're doing this because it will give XP. I suppose instead of shooting the cows, we should probably start a cow farm. Leather is good, and beef is good. And cows are just generally good. Wow, that's a lot of things. Diamond strength and... Cactus and spider eye. Vampire bears, demons, warp scrolls are nice. Overall pretty easy. You just have to kill the spiders. You just have to find the spiders and kill the spiders, which is kind of annoying. Wither skeleton kills. Yeah. Okay. Catfish. One of the issues is where I wanted to farm the poison spiders back at the house in that little thing. It's now, the little spawner is now full of awful, awful dragons flying overhead, so we can't do that. Sad, sad, but true. Is there anything else we can put away that's not gonna get in the way? We don't need these scales. The joust meat needs to be cooked. We need coal is really one of the things we need. I hate to do mining so early and just push mining, but I think we should do mining relatively soon. If we do mining relatively soon, that'll give us the opportunity to do the one that harvests multiple coal. Basically, in short, we just need to level the hell up. I think we go to bed, and tomorrow we make a spear, like a melee spear, so we have a melee weapon. Okay. Sticks? Okay. Hopefully this doesn't suck. If this sucks, we're going to go stick farming again. It's actually broken. Great. Okay. So we gotta go stick farming. Let's go stick farming. Shouldn't be too terrible. Kind of necessary, to be honest. I mean, there aren't other ways to make... Oh, coal. Aren't other ways to make it happen. We need the coal. Mostly to get XP off of the stuff we're cooking. We don't really need heaps of coal. It's not like we need to smelt anything crazy. Again, we're definitely pushing iron this run. We're just going to try locking the hell in on iron. And that is going to require a couple more levels here, which is what we're doing. I'm saying this because I really want to level up mining and the coal perk that comes with it, but there is oodles of coal in the world. It's just nice early on because it means you're less likely to get geo-nashed before getting the coal you need. If you need 3 coal and you get, 1 or 2 dupes, you don't have to mine as many coal. Okay, 19 is good. That gets us somewhere. I think we go stick hunting while that stuff cooks. We have the spear. We need sticks, so... I think we're gonna go stick hunting in this direction for 2 reasons. 1, no dragon. 2, if we go stick hunting over here... Oh, does that automatically take the shield off? Oh, that's super helpful. I didn't know it did that. I thought it was like... That's why I put the shield over there. I thought it was like... We'd have to switch it. This is great. Then if we go to this, we have our shield ready. Perfect. Yeah, we're over here stick hunting. For 1, we haven't been here. And 2, I wanted to find those sirens. I thought we could... Ah, there they are. Thought we could hang out. You didn't think they could make the shoreline, but they can. That's great. I was hoping they could. They're very slow on the shore. Defense. Just keep... You want to come over here? You want to come hang? Should come hang. Out of the water. Come hang with your boy. Yeah, you can do it. I know. Once she stops singing, once she's dead, there we go. We can stop walking around with this stupid earplugs in. We can be a normal armored person. Kobolds. The Macas, frankly, they can just die, A lot of the stuff out here can just die. We don't need to worry about it. If we kill it, it's not bad. Frankly, if we kill it and spawn the Grim Reaper, we can handle. Cool. What a nice geode. Me and my broken spear. Down he goes. Perfect. I don't want to kill the cows. I think we're... Oh, there's a pier over there. Oh, and a sea serpent. That's not worth going toward. Sorry, I think we're in the best shape if we just leave the pier alone at this point, but I think we're... Hello. We do need chickens for feather farming. Yeah, okay. We need sticks. That's why we're out here. Sticks, right? So what do we not need in this sweet collection of stuff? Pretty much all of it, honestly. This, though, we can do this. Great. And then move this and collect sticks. Thought that Mako was an int. It just spawned very quietly. They never do that, though, do they? We're level 7. Which means we can do this. One more level and we'll be in business. I guess we don't need 2 axes. We have the flint one. We don't really need that. I want to take a second to think. Genuinely take a second to think. Sticks for the lock. Then we'll go to the basement and maybe get a backpack. If we do that, we'll have our backpack sorted and we'll be able to carry more stuff. If we don't do that, the chest is open, right? And we can carry more stuff. I just want to make sure we're not being stupid. I don't think we're being stupid, but sometimes when I don't think I'm being stupid, something surprises me and I'm like, oh, that was actually dumb. Like we die or something, you know, that's what I mean. Something unexpected happens and then in retrospect I realize how stupid I was being. But I don't think we're being stupid here. I think the only thing that might help is if we... What do I have? I don't understand how inventory got freed up. The only thing that seems like it might help is if we have a throwing weapon as opposed to just a bow and arrows. The bow and arrows are fine, but it's not particularly helpful. It would be nice to be able to shield, like if the Grim Reaper or something spawns. A bow is good later on when it's a better bow, but ours is pretty baseline. I also need to get our chainmail helmet. As much as I love a pair of earplugs, we're going to live longer if our head stays attached to our shoulders. Melon seeds, that's actually kind of big. String, that's less big. Sugarcane, eh. I feel like the rabbit is useful, actually. I don't know, maybe the axe we've talked about throwing out 14 times? How many sticks? 23. I just feel like we're not even close. Remember, we know it's the last one on the lock. That's all we know, really. I think it was last and not first, is what we had down. We'll work on it. But we also need the sticks for a spear, so. Hello. Would love to kill the pigs, but the pigs... we're out of inventory for the pigs. So we're not going to kill the pigs. We don't have any room for pork chops. Sad to say. Our pork chop space is occupied by maca meat. But we got all that coal, so now we can just process a whole bunch of meats. We're good. Not worried about it. It should all be easy enough. Like going through and keeping everything going. Do the rabbit. I don't... It doesn't matter. 5. Only 5? How are you? Great. Better. Kind of feel like we should keep a pair of earplugs, but we're not going to. Is there anything in here? Badoop, 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 badoop. Nothing? Oh, there was something. Okay, put the arrows into the... Oh, okay, we need to turn on the quiver. I gotcha. So when we do this, it's enabled. So now when we're... I'll just throw it out. So now when we pick up our ammo, it automatically goes back in the quiver rather than what we just had where it's just in the inventory and obnoxious. So that's helpful. Good stuff. We will need the melon seeds. We will need this meat. Get in there. And then the lock... Let's do the lockpick now. Let's do that now. So it's got to be, is it 3? 2. 6, 2. 6, 2. 6, 2, 4, 5. 8, 3, 1. Hey, oh, more arrows. That's great. We love arrows. God forbid we find something cool. Okay, but arrows are fine. Arrows are good. Just organize this, please. Doesn't matter. We're not here for arrows. We're here for inventory. Burn it. Don't we have more? Yeah, we have all the joust meat we need to cook. I guess we could have just put down this chest we've been carrying around for 9 years. Let's do that. Let's just put it down. How did we make this? It was leather. It didn't even have a chest in it. So we made an extra chest because my eyes don't work, I guess. And we just put it in there. Okay. Whatever. Let the joust cook. Compass plus a written book, I believe, makes the atlas, right? Am I right on this? I think I'm right on this. Aren't there hella written books out here somewhere? Is it here? It's this one. It's an absolute pile of written books. I think this is how we make an atlas. Beautiful. Take our sugar cane. Right, this is the coastline, and there's a dragon over here somewhere. So just, you know, just put that on our own radar here. Just don't want to see it. I don't feel like we've gotten hungry or anything. Rabbit is useful in something. I forget what it is, though. Reptile treats. All the reptiles we're seeing out there these days. Let's put food in here. Just kind of start a semblance of a plan. Apples are technically food. Food. What else? Bread is food. I have a doctorate degree. Bread is food. Chocolate, food. Apple, food. Sugarcane, melon seeds. For this, food. All food. You're not food. What else? Row by row. Healing salve is not food. There's something else there that's food. Oh, these apples. Great stuff. Again, we could just make the leather into, excuse me, other leather stuff, but I don't feel like we need much leather anymore. Coal. That cooking. Is it nighttime? It is definitely nighttime. Okay. Overall, I think we're doing okay. I don't remember how to pull these locks. There we go. We'll just smelt that next. Is there any other food in here? I don't see any other food. What do you take? Magic level 4? I almost feel like it'd be a good idea to get magic. Just a bit, you know, just so we can heal ourselves. Some restorative magic. I don't know. I think this stuff is just good overall. Oh, makes a battle burrito. What is that? Arachnid treat. I'm okay not using that. We'll just do pumpkin pie. It heals enough. We just need something that heals and keeps us moving, you know. Don't need to overthink this. And the same for the water. Suppose it'd be good to have water in our house. We don't have to keep walking out by the ocean. Let's do that right now. Nice. Oh, not that. Okay, the rest of the bottles and the glass can go in here. I don't think we're gonna... The eggs are technically food. I don't think we're gonna over-organize much more of this. I think the next thing we do... We're still trying to get the iron armor, but I think the next thing we do... Oh, hold on. We said we were gonna make a spear. We used up all of our sticks. Next thing we do is go stick hunting again. Okay, we are going stick hunting. But I think the next thing we need to do... I keep tagging stuff. Is it A? There's some button that... Yeah, adds this to the hotbar. I don't need any of that. After stick hunting, the next thing we do, let's just stick hunt right here. Let's get these out of here. Why? Because we need a spear, and that's a melee weapon, and if we don't have a melee weapon, we're gonna screw ourselves over. So after stick hunting, I think we need to, we need to figure out what we're gonna do about some more exploration and leveling up. We can keep killing stuff, that's fine. But I think we need to make a pen if we're going to be killing cows or anything, really. I think we need to make a pen. Hold on. This one we can. Oh, okay. Diamond. Okay, new plan. Sorry. I know I'm back and forth, but this is helpful. This is good. There is a basement on this base that usually has some nice resources and an enchanting table. Not over here. And an enchanting table. So, if we go down here and we get that stuff, this one, there might be good diamonds. Who knows what's down here, you know? We'll leave it there. There's a few. Usually in these ones. There we go. Iron. Usually free XP too. I forgot about that. That could have been helpful. These aren't the XP ones. I'm being dumb. The XP ones are somewhere else. They're down here, but they're like not the main ones. Was there no gold? There was no gold in those. That's weird. Usually there's some gold. Usually one of these first ones has an XP tome. Usually there's gold as well. Can you see it? Can you visually? You can't really see that, can you? Nope. Just looks like a book. Put that back. We're not here to take books. We're here explicitly for XP tomes. There should be 2. Usually there's 2. I don't think they're useful for much else. Besides, you know, XP. Yeah, iron bars. I hate to do this, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do gathering. 1 level on gathering. It's just super useful. We can get these out of here, which means less banshee spawning chance. We also can shear sheep. I just think it doesn't make sense to kind of slide around without, at this point, what's pretty much a free bunch of stuff. It's just aesthetic. It's not actually a bookshelf, apparently. Okay. We have our knife. We do have our knife. Love it. Okay. And then what else were we going to do? There's something else we had to do. Why am I forgetting? I'm drawing a blank. Well, butts. We have our XP tomes. Okay. I did that because I wanted to carry something else. Whatever. Looks good. Wait. We only got 1 XP tome. Where's the second one? Wasn't it over here? Here? One of these? That is why we just did what we did. There it is. So we could free up inventory. We don't have inventory, so that didn't help. The stone hoe is my #1 pick for we don't need you. Is there somebody better here? Am I missing someone? Because we really don't need the earplugs, but stone hoe is like super niche. Very specific use. Okay, we need to be magic level 12 before we can use the enchanting table down there. So good to have. Not going to be used for a while. Yeah, I expected gold. So not having any gold is a little bit of not a big setback. It's just suboptimal, you know? A little bit of not great. Holy cow. Level 19. That's big. That's big. I hate to do it. I hate to not do it, rather. I hate to put off what I want, but really feel like we should maintain our push here for defense. Okay. That's 6. 6 is the fossil digger. We still have level 11. And 11 we can do shielding, shield proficiency, which increases how much we can block with a shield. More importantly, that gives us the opportunity to get, what is that, iron skin or whatever, which is just helpful. So we'll take our 1 XP tome and leave the other one here, I guess. We wanted a soul gazer, that's why we went through all that business. We're gonna have to get gold some other way. Wasn't down there. Sometimes there's gold up in those castles up there. There's also typically a spawner, so that could be problematic, but it's something. Alright, here's what I think we should do. We need a mine. Why do we need a mine? Because we need cobble. Why do we need cobble? To build a pen. Why do we need a pen? 1 for sheep, 4 cows, 2 for chickens. But I think that's what we should do. We have torches, right? They're not... Yeah, they are on us. Okay, we have forever torches. We should mine, and we should mine away from the house. Dig down and away. It also gives us a nice collection. It gives us the cobble, but it also gives us the chance of finding gold. It's unlikely, but it's possible. And if we find gold, we can level up mining to get it. And then... Boop, boop. And then work toward using it to make a soul gazer. And a soul gazer, the reason why I'm going on about a soul gazer is because we have the Aegis flying around our base. So if we can soul gaze them, we could learn a lot about them. And it's time-based, right? So you get so much gold, or so much soul gazing time, and then you have to wait for a period of time. It's a long cooldown. So if you're lurking in the Twitch chat, YouTube chat, whatever, feel free to follow or subscribe. It's appreciated, but for our purposes, I think we're best off digging a little bit here. We might not even find anything. There's iron. I don't even think we can... Oh, we can. We can mine that now. Fun stuff. I guess we need iron, right? If we can build an iron chest plate, we can build iron. Might as well start trying to get that. I feel like if we find a battle tower or something, the chance of us getting good iron stuff is higher if we find structures rather than if we just dig holes. But again, we dug the hole in large part because we need other resources, like cobble. 50 should be good. Great. Do not, and I don't know why I do that. I do that a lot. More than I'd like. I just unequip the spear, just casually like, oh, it's fine. Okay, so if we have the shield equipped, it unequips when we do the other. Great. Boop. We'll just do it here. This is a good place. I just don't want to run all over God's creation to find a small, smooth spot of land, you know? We just need it large enough to hold, like, a handful of sheep. This should be good. It'll get us in a good way. Yeah, he got us in a good way. Sucks to be you, stupid. Hello, cow. You're also going to be in the pen. I guess we should have made a gate, too. Oh my gosh. Should have made a gate, too. Get out of there. A pre-built cave. Good stuff. We will not be utilizing it right now, but good stuff. Not necessary at all. We didn't pick it up. Okay. It's a bit small. A bit smaller than I wanted. That's okay. We have 2 left, which is great, because then I can make... Well, we're going to have 3 left at the end of this. So we're going to make a gate, and we will indicate the gate. So that's going to leave this one. Also fine. Great, that's where the gate will go. We're going to bed. Again, we are trying to survive, which means not hanging out outside, not lingering in the nighttime. I mean, it's big, scary, spooky. Up and over. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Look, I don't want to lose my brains, so we're going to protect them. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, we're just going to put you on here. And for this skirt, we're going to melt it. It seems better. You know, we could also melt the gold skirt. Might be a good play. We don't have a lot of gold. What happens if we melt it? 3 bars. But a soul gazer is 4 bars. And that's what we need. So that's not enough. Not enough. Right? Right? Yes. Okay, we're here to make a gate. We're here to spell the word gate correctly. And then subsequently make a gate. Good work. Please put it down. I'm walking around. Well, we should probably keep it. I'm walking around with this thing in my bag. This sleeping bag in my bag. Once the gate's up, we can just literally start picking up sheep and whacking them in here. Cows, whatever. Chickens. Sounds good. We'll have one super pen, and then we'll worry about separating everyone out. But for the time being, y'all can commingle. Y'all can hang out together. It's good. It's healthy. You get to know your neighbors. You live with them now. Actually, you're roommates. Oop, 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 oop. I don't think we need to go crazy here. I think 2 of each is good. I don't even think we need to breed them, frankly. We'll worry about the wheat. You know, right now, we'll worry about the wheat. We'll worry about sorting that out. We're just not gonna leave the pen empty. Okay. I don't think we'll need a sheep farm long term, but having sheep short term is nice for bandages. We also have, oh, okay, that hot air balloon that's not far from us. Nice. Yeah, I don't really think we need them, but good to have them. Okay, we got a weird blue color on our armor here, so it's something arcane or something like that. What? A bauble? I have no idea. Stay there. You already regrow your fur, your wool? Thanks, buddy. Okay, that's good for bandages, and we should probably go ahead and make a stack of bandages. I feel like we have an obvious thing we should be doing, but I don't know what that is. We need to make a chest plate. I said before, it's probably going to be better to find a chest plate. I stand by that. It is probably better, but at this point, it's going to be better to live. So, well, we don't need to put that in there. Okay, here's what I think we should do. Here's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go kill stuff. I think we're going to farm up a bunch of XP from killing stuff. Yeah. We'll keep trying to organize, but I think farming XP is probably the best thing we can do. It would be good for us to get chickens into that farm we just put down. That will be helpful. But in the meantime, I think we just keep going with farming stuff. With farming mobs, that is. Farming XP. Our spear is decent. We need to put the shield back on. Yeah, our spear is decent. Our bow is good. So anything we find, whether it's a joust or mechas or whatever, I think we can work through them. We have an atlas on us. Yes. We need to explore the rest of the island. I think we're also in a weird island. I'm starting to, you know, kind of piece together that this is a strange location. Just geographically, just how it's laid out is a little strange. Because I think we've got a sea serpent to that side, and I think we've got a dragon behind us, and I think that's the full island. And maybe there's like a weird land bridge that I just haven't put together yet. But my initial feeling here is not a positive one. But you can't just run into the ocean. Just because it's a weird shaped island isn't a bad thing either. Like, that's totally workable. It's only not workable if it's like multiple. Oh, there's a sirens. There's a sea serpent. I would love to kill him, but I've seen so many instances where their damage is way too high. Maybe we can cheese him. I've had runs where I have iron armor and the sea serpent is still, or diamond armor rather, and a sea serpent is still like completely able to put you down pretty quick. So, just abundance of caution, that's all. Hello. It'd be funny if they, like, chickens slow falled you like they do in Legend of Zelda. They, like, flapped and you glided down slowly. Yeah. This is why we make water. Because I'm too dumb to remember to drink it. Pigs are free XP. That's how this works. We're not going to farm pigs. There was a second chicken over here. There he is. There are a few. Good stuff. Take the eggs. We'll take the feathers. We'll take the cockatrice egg. I just really don't want to get... Here's what I'm seeing happening. Like how we die. We get grabbed by the sirens. They pull us down to the water. We throw in our earplugs, headphones, whatever. And by the time we put them in, the sea serpent sees us and kills us at a distance. That's what I see happening. That's what I don't want to happen. So I'm just desperately trying to, again, maintain an abundance of caution. The tumbleweeds are kind of nice. All right, they've produced some good stuff. Let's go punch them and see what happens. We got silver that one time. Good. Great. Was honestly kind of hoping for seeds. There we go. Or something like that. Ah, boo. Guess it's better to have loved and lost. You know, we thought there was a cockatrice. Thought we'd have a baby. It's okay. Out of energy. Do-do-do-do-do-do. We've got to get the chickens breeding. Out of all the things in here, chickens are the most important right now. Cows are important, but right now, chickens are number one. We might increase the farm size here. But again, right now. We'll do cows and sheep. We'll get everybody breeding. Everybody breeding. It seems good. You and you and you and you. These are just good things. Do the black. No, okay, good. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Get back in there. Stupid. Okay. Focusing, thinking, working through this. We need to... We have iron on the top two spots. We need to figure out where we're going from here, right? We have a good foundation set up, but we need to explore the island, and I think this is the end of it, which is, again, not what I wanted to see, but I think it is the case that we're on a small island, the dragon to one side. Do it, do it. With a dragon to one side, and a sea serpent to the other. And I suppose if the sea serpent wants to despawn or put himself on the land and we can cheese him, whatever. Hello. But I'm not seeing a good way. Oh, he's over there now. Love to cheese you, buddy. If he moves at all, we're just going to take off running inland. Sucks because I don't think we're going to get his stuff, whatever he drops. Ocean too scary. Hold on. Feel like he's going to take off running toward us at some point. Well, he built a boat to go get the stuff, so, you know, in the off chance he does just die, just cheese him to death. Problem is he's getting so far out to sea. Oh, there's some lag. You like that check to make sure he was in fact the one we were seeing before? Ink sacs. I don't care about that. Where are the goods? Are there no goods? Okay, well, keep in mind, killing him isn't just for him, it's for this whole pier. So. Sucks we don't get all the stuff, but that's okay. We didn't get XP either, also sucks. But again, that's okay. do. Iron weapons, melon seeds. We don't have a backpack to carry this stuff. That's too bad. Usually good stuff out here. It just makes it so we don't take knockback damage. Which is, again, just good stuff. Oh, I guess we're sleeping out here now. It's fine. Redstone, but we already have an atlas, so we're okay. Where's our atlas? Did we throw our atlas down? Did I bank? I threw the atlas down. What the hell? We gotta get back. We gotta go get it. It must be where we killed the sea serpent from. Right? That's the only place it would be. Where is it? Where is he? It's over there somewhere. Let's think about the repercussions. If we lost the atlas, that's the repercussions. What? What? Did I bank it somewhere stupid? Obviously, if we banked it somewhere stupid. Okay, it's not here. So do we put it with the pin? Surely I didn't just bank it in the house and I've just been running around without an atlas this whole time like an idiot. Surely not. Possibly. Surely not. Oh, if you're lurking, feel free to follow or subscribe. This is your 30-minute invitation, but I'm not sure it's actually 30 minutes, but I think we're doing okay. I think the next level we need... I'll make sure it's not in the pin somewhere. We didn't just throw it out when we were trying to move. If it is, it's gone. I think the next level we need to do is going to be... Iron Skin. I think it's level 11. Did I really just throw away my atlas? What is wrong with me? Okay. Well, it's not in here, so it's gone. Fine. We can work with that. As long as we know what we're working with, we can work with anything. Boots. And then we want to keep the helmet on us, even though it's not on us. We just want to keep it on a person. I just put on my band. No, I haven't bandages. Okay. Yeah, I'm like totally taken aback by my own stupidity there. Oh, we had iron boots already. That's embarrassing. I guess it's going to make more sense to keep an extra pair of iron boots, so... Congrats, you have iron boots now. So the thinking is, we should have an extra pair of iron armor ready to go, should we need it. Is there more in here? No. So that's the thinking. Iron Skin is only 11, so we should do that. And then maybe the bow speed one, where we draw the bow back faster. But I'm not seeing anything else being worthwhile until we just flat out cut how much damage we take by, what is it, like 5%? Yeah. Just flat tankiness is going to be the best play. Level 8, we're close enough that it's really not that far off to get that either, to get the Iron Skin. We'll take these. Start this, and then we can bank this. I think we put feathers in here, because I think we'll use that ultimately for more arrows, so that'll kind of be our armory chest for the time being. Okay. Focusing. We need more inventory, so we can go clean out that thing we found, the pier. So let's do that. We also need to make a new atlas, which isn't a big deal. We just need to grab a... I bet we put it somewhere dumb. I bet it's like in the basement on one of those shelves. Let's go check while we're here. If not, we'll whip up a new one. It shouldn't be a big lift. We just have to go get the redstone from that pier. But I'd rather have all the spots we marked on our current one, you know? It had value in that it existed. No. I don't even know if you can put an atlas on the shelf. I just feel like we should have it still. I don't remember putting it down anywhere. trying to like mentally backtrack, and we've done so little and yet so much. Not in there. Maybe it's on one of these weird ones? No? You only access these from the one side? Guess so. You got Atlas? You got Atlas? You got Atlas? No. Nothing. Actually nothing. Fascinating. Yeah, we're not leveled up enough for that. Okay, so it's just gone. And RuneScape. We did RuneScape earlier. We ran 3 chambers, got absolute poop, and then we gave up. We are a quitter. We just couldn't do it, you know? So we didn't do it anymore. We just stopped doing it because we weren't doing it. I think we're good. I think we've got a good inventory to go clean out that pier. Whee! We really need a soul gazer, which means we really need gold, which means we need to find gold. I don't know how else to do that. There's not much more to that. We just need it. Okay, we can't use this, so we might as well leave it in here. These are dumb. I don't know why I have a bunch of... I know I have a bunch of purple ones, but we shouldn't have a bunch of purple ones. We can have some purple ones. But there we go. Flint is dumb to have. Sand is kind of stupid to have, but we'll leave it for the time being. Food goes in the food box. We should only have one food source on us, and we have bandages, and we're good. I just don't want to bite off too much, you know? Don't want to bite off too many items before we go back to exploring. Boop. Okay. Yes. So what are we doing? We're going back to the pier. We're going to clean out the pier. We don't have our hoe. We threw out the hoe. That's okay. We're going to grab some seeds on the way because there are chickens in here who I'm sure are ready to produce more chickens. Where's the other chicken? There they are. Boop, boop. Good job. You guys are great. We need the chickens for feathers, and feathers will be for the bow. Or for arrows, rather. We're trying to have a real Lord of the Rings, Legolas kind of energy. That's what we're aiming for here. We need to find our boat. With our boat, we head to the pier. From the pier, we can do anything. Hello. You just plucked him to death. We need feathers more than we need random chickens. We have a chicken farm, so you guys are irrelevant. Sorry! We don't even need arrows that badly. It's just one day we will, so might as well. Lots of horses. I'm not big on horse meat. Okay. These guys can die. Come here. Come here. Nice. We should not be doing this. We're killing this stuff on our way to go, what I've said 19 times, use our inventory to loot boxes out there. Should probably kill the sirens over there. If we could drag them to the mainland, that would be good. Or just drag them to any land at all. It doesn't have to be the main one. Just any land so they can't, like, pull us into the water. Alright, we returned. We got a bauble out of this. Oh, I put my atlas in there. I'm such a boob. Okay, well, whatever. Just say that it's a pier. I just wanted to say that it's a pier. Melon seeds are good. There really isn't that much in here, is there? The stuff is over here. Where Noah's eaches. Stuff is over here. And really, that's not that much stuff. Not that much different stuff. Mountain fish is nice. Boots, those are good. Yeah, for a bottle of water. We'll just throw that out, actually. What else? We need to be quick, because awful stuff spawns in the ocean regularly. That's helpful. More than this, I would say. Those aren't that useful. And then redstone, just because it's hard to come by, we'll take it. It's hard to get. And then that. Great. Okay, we're level 9. We need level 11, as previously mentioned. So, how we're going to get to level 11? I'm glad you asked. We're going to go visit these nice ladies who look very demure, very calm, collected, sweet and lovely. Oh, it's just one lady. Oh, we don't have room to unequip our shield. Okay, that's the problem. So what do we not need? It's a game of, just a constant game on this game, isn't it? There we go. Right in the, oh, nope, right in the face. She's singing her siren song to lure us into the ocean, but she can't lure us into the ocean because we got earplugs. So we're luring her onto the land instead, where we will kill her. Just a bit tricky because she kind of bobs and weaves. Come on. She's just dumb at walking in a straight line. You know, she's going to drop some loot and we'll want to take it, so we got to figure out what else we can drop. Come on. I guess the flint knife has kind of served its purpose. You gonna come out here and play? I don't really want to waste the shovel, I guess. Level 10. Okay, shovel's garbage. Flint knife is pretty much garbage at this point. It's not actually garbage, but we're not going to use it really. And then the string, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna throw the pickaxe. We'll build a new one. We need a new one, obviously. That one's pretty damaged. Pretty banged up. Alright, we head back home. We set our spawn correctly because we accidentally set it incorrectly. We'll fix the spawn. And then, keep on going. You need to wrap up here soon. The day has gotten on. Got things to do. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, some XP in there for us. Look at that. Oh, nice. Oops, somebody popped an egg. I heard it. Keep on keeping on, boys. You're doing great. I kind of want to go mob hunting, but I feel like, I don't know, we're iron armor, so we're really not doing too terrible. We just don't want a sneaky skeleton shot. What did we get today? Didn't we get something cookable? Chicken. Love it. Oh, level 11. There we go. That means we can nerf incoming damage. We need to sleep. We need to sleep because we have to set spawn. We set spawn in the wrong place, so we have to reset it. If we don't set it, we'd screw ourselves, really. And I'd love to go hunting, like I said. It would be helpful for XP, etc. But overall, not helpful. Okay, we got a pair of iron boots, which means you can give us your boots, and you can have these boots, and then we can cook the iron boots. Just put redstone in here, I don't know. I'm just running out of places to put stuff. Just keep moving food through, I guess. Chain boots will be cooked. The iron helmet is our helmet. We just didn't have it on because we were dealing with those sing-songs. Those little ladies of the sea. I don't feel like we're having a bad go of it. I'm just trying to kind of figure out the next thing without getting way too ahead of us. We're too ahead of ourselves here. That's really how I'm feeling, is like, oh, don't do that. Anything we do might be one step too far, you know, and that's going to result in death, which is not the goal. Redstone needs to be put away. It's in here. We're not high enough combat level, attack level specifically. We're not high enough attack level to use iron, though I think we should probably try to get there. I think iron would probably be a good thing to have, especially because we could use it to get gold, right? If we go underground or whatever. The only issue is it's not helpful aside from that. Like, we don't need an iron pickaxe other than the gold, but we could use an iron weapon, an actual weapon. What'd you guys kill? A zombie? What is this? Something got blasted apart. Got shredded. Right, well. Come here, guys. Big animal feed day. Oh, a white sheep plus a black sheep equaled a gray sheep. That's fun. How color works. I didn't know it would do the split the difference. I thought it was like 50-50. Interesting. Well, stay there. Today's goal, I guess, is to work our way off the island just to look around. We need a flying mount, and we can try to tame a rock. Let's think through this. If we tame a rock, we still need a saddle, right? Oh, funny. That's a basic saddle. You need an avian saddle, which does not drop from weeds, tumbleweeds. I know we're just killing everything, but that's okay. It's a way to live. It's a way to go. Come here, buddy. Come on. There we go. We need the XP. It's good XP, and frankly, it's a lot safer than other methods, like exploring. Ugh. We're not going to hunt down the dragon that's across the way, so we might as well farm up the animals that are nearby. And the ones that are relatively slow. We've already actually started farming cows and sheep. We can beat them up for XP later. We don't have any coal. We don't have any lapis. We need coal. If we have coal... We have torches? Good, we have 4 torches. If we have coal... Trying to think through all this, right? So if we have coal, we could lure the Silix and start a Silix farm, which is what you use for making avian treats and subsequently taming a flying mount. So that's one thing to consider. Silix farm could ultimately relatively quickly result in flying capabilities, as long as we can find troll leather, which is tricky. The other thing we need to consider, and what I'm doing right now, is it would be very helpful to have sugarcane for paper over there, which we need farming for. We need farming for. Have we been off this way? We have not ventured into the desert. Interesting. Well, there was a dragon the other direction, so hopefully there's nothing over here, but we'll find out, I guess. It looks like the end of the island. Okay. Sad to say, that might be the last of our jousts. Oh no, there's some more. Jousts are just good XP and they won't attack. Well, they will attack, but they don't attack quickly or at any kind of range, so by the time they run all the way over here. Pop, pop. And then you get the XP from cooking. Great. Okay, that's what we wanted. Level 4. I think 4 is when we can pick up sugarcane. Oh! No. God, bullshit. Why didn't that load in? Urgh. Okay. You're doing so good. I'm gonna go. We'll do more RL Craft tomorrow. I'm gonna go. If you're lurking, feel free to follow or subscribe. Sorry, that was so sudden. We're doing so good. Thanks for hanging out. Abby, Carino, anyone who swung through. I'll be back tomorrow. See you later. Bye.